So, Mr. Chanel Robinson, we were here earlier this week, and I was just appointed. There was a lot of jurisdictions involved in this case. So he is on a fugitive. Well, he's on a fugitive bond out of Virginia, Chesterfield, Virginia.
Oh, I remember now. That's right. Yep.
Here's the homework that I've done. So I contacted the sheriff that put out the warrant for his arrest. And so
From North Carolina?
No, Virginia. So
right. The original warrant's from Virginia.
yes, original warrant that caused all this stuff is from Virginia. So I talked to the sheriff. Sheriff says, hey, we don't have any info. Or I can't give you info. Talk to the district clerk. I talked to the district clerk. Hey, when's his case setting? Does he have a bond amount? Is it at 0? What's his case number? There is no case. It's not in the system. We don't have anything in the system. The best we can tell you is call the detective. Okay, so
this opening segment perfectly illustrates the chaotic reality of interstate fugitive warrants. The defense attorney had to call the sheriff, the district clerk, and finally a detective, none of whom had clear, matching information. Legal insight. This is common when a warrant is issued, like a 2B or wanted person, but hasn't yet been formally filed into the destination jurisdiction's court system, making it nearly impossible to bond out or even track.
It's like a fishing expedition.
Yeah. So I called the detective. Hey, what's going on here? What's the case number? Is there a chance you could post bond out there? How does it work? Well, my understanding is it's kind of like a 2B warrant where he's not in the system yet, but they want him. So at that point, he needs to touch Virginia. So he was in this situation where he had this fugitive warrant in North Carolina. Okay. Now in North Carolina, they hit him with the case, and they also hit him with the fugitive warrant out of Virginia. Now, that case, not the fugitive case, but the original case was dismissed because he was arrested before committing a crime. And so they dismissed that.
Wait. What was dismissed?
So
the North Carolina one?
North Carolina. He had 2 cases out of North Carolina. One is a charge for felony conspiracy. That
really
was dismissed because he was arrested before committing a crime here. I don't know how they put a case on him if he didn't commit a crime there.
Well, that's why it was dismissed. I mean, it looked like they wanted to hit him with a conspiracy, but they arrested him prematurely.
I guess so. And so that one was wiped out. So then the only thing left is the fugitive case from Virginia. Okay, so he's got to answer. So he posted a bond out there. And so he's got until he hasn't absconded over there technically, because his hearing is not until
August 14th.
August 14th is when he's supposed to show proof. So he hasn't gone to Virginia yet, but he had until August 14th to do so. And so my argument is he hasn't violated anything in Virginia yet. He is not absconding from Virginia. There is no case in Virginia yet. How they had this fugitive warrant, I have no idea, but I would argue that
the warrant doesn't go away, Ricardo. Just because you post a bond in North Carolina, that gets you out. Okay. But the original warrant from Virginia always remains active, and it will always remain active until you go to Virginia. So if, hypothetically speaking, I were to give you $1 bond now and let you out, you would still have the Virginia warrant, and that warrant will be.
This is the judge laying down the fugitive reality. The Virginia warrant is a dark cloud that doesn't disappear just because the North Carolina charge was dropped. The judge is directly addressing the defendant's flawed decision-making. Sharp take. When you're a wanted fugitive, your first step after making one bond should always be resolving the next warrant, not taking a road trip across the country.
Be a balloon or an umbrella over your head, a dark cloud, until you go turn yourself in. The problem is that you got picked up here before going to Virginia. Your first thinking when you got out in North Carolina should have been, you know what? I better go to Virginia before I get busted somehow, some way, somewhere else. But instead, you made the decision to come to Houston. That's what you did. And unfortunately, you got busted. Therein lies the rub. So why am I supposed to feel sympathy for that?
Well, because the only argument is he had until the 14th. He did mess up, didn't go directly there. Yes.
And he did theoretically do something because they filed a conspiracy case on him in North Carolina. It's just that whoever the officer was premature. So he muffed up the case.
I'm assuming what happened in North Carolina, what's the original charge in Virginia? Is it conspiracy as well?
Robbery threat and robbery threat conspiracy.
Conspiracy, there you go again.
Another robbery case.
Another one, but who's to say he hasn't even presented himself? They want him to go turn himself in. Once he presents himself, he will, what's to say they're not gonna dismiss it like they did over there? I mean, he's got the opportunity to go and handle it.
How much was the bond that he posted in North Carolina?
I'm just supervising, Judge. I'm gonna let Amy.
I know, Amy. Hashem, how much was the bond that he posted in North Carolina? I would be interested. And does North Carolina know that we picked them up?
They do now.
Have they revoked that bond? Or are they going to?
No, I mean, that part, Ricardo, is correct. If he had until 8/14, but the issue is, and this is neither here nor there, is whatever probable cause the officer had for a traffic infraction or whatever it was that got the probable cause to run the warrant, that could be used to revoke. Now, I'm not saying they will, but I'm saying it wasn't a vacuum. It's not like he walked in the middle of a street, committed no infractions, and an officer just randomly looked at his face and said, I know all the information by heart. So he committed some other infraction for the officer at probable cause to run to get the warrant in the first place.
So Judge, as far as North Carolina is concerned, I got in contact with the PD that handled or who's responsible for his case out there, Mr. Seth Bullard. Now, he let me know what happened out there. He's got until the 14th to turn himself in. I let him know that he's currently in custody here, and if he doesn't get out, he's likely not going to be over there. So he understands that nothing has touched North Carolina based on his arrest here yet, because he had until the 14th to resolve that.
It is worth noting that it's about roughly 3 some odd hours from Virginia to North Carolina. It's about 21 hours to get from Virginia to Texas.
And again, this 20-year-old should have just gone directly to Virginia, but on playing a devil's advocate and advocating for my client, you know, he had until the 14th. Okay.
If history is any indication, we give him a bond. Where's he going to go now?
Well, hopefully he goes directly
Mexico?
to Virginia. No, hopefully he goes directly to Virginia, and we're not here in this position anymore. He goes to Virginia, touches there, and handles his business, because this is the second time he's been picked up on this Virginia issue.
You know what they say about assumptions, right? What should I do, Mr. Robinson?
He hasn't messed up in your court yet, Judge. And technically, he hasn't messed up in North Carolina yet either.
A bond was paid, so money's already down.
Yeah.
Second here
Here.
in Virginia.
Yeah, yeah. That's an opportunity for him to make it right. I'm fighting for the
I
opportunity.
wanna talk
for
to
him
Mom.
do that. Let me see when I talk to this number. Yeah, that's the number.
And what's her name?
Davida Robinson.
Davida.
Hello,
Is this Miss Davida?
this is she.
Hi, my name is David Fleischer. I'm a judge here in Harris County. And you have a Traynald Robinson Ramirez.
That's correct.
Who is that?
That is my son.
You know, I've got him in front of me now. I've got his defense lawyer with me right now. I've also got the state of Texas, the prosecutors with me. And what we're doing is we're debating whether to give him a bond because he's wanted out of Virginia for, what is it, guys?
Robbery threat and robbery threat.
So for a couple robbery cases.
Yes, sir.
And were you the one that posted the bond in the North Carolina case?
Yes, yes, I was.
How much,
Virginia,
yeah, how much was the bond in North Carolina?
20,000.
The mother is the stakeholder. The judge brings the mother in because she is the person who put up the money. She is now on the hook for a $20,000 bond. Legal insight. Bonding companies typically require 10 to 15% of the total bond amount as a fee, but for a surety bond, as implied by the $5,000 post on a $20,000 bond, the mother is ultimately responsible for the full $20,000 if her son fails to appear. That's a massive financial risk.
Do you realize what happens if he takes off?
That's why I've been trying to get him out of there because he has to be in court on the 2nd.
On the 2nd?
Yes, sir.
We've been hearing here that he's got to be in the court on the 14th. Hey,
No
ma'am,
Virginia paper.
can you,
Yes, sir.
let's do this. Can you send Ricardo, the defense lawyer, a copy of the paperwork that you have
Okay.
saying the August 2nd date? Whatever you have saying August 2nd, can you send a copy of that to Ricardo? I'll give you his phone number. Take a picture of it and send and text it to him so we can take a look at it.
Yes, sir.
Judge, we could go straight to the horse's mouth with the detective from Virginia. I have his number.
But he wouldn't control what the courts do.
I got the number to the courts where they're gonna tell you it's not in the system also.
Just give it a second, Ricardo. I mean, we've taken this much time anyways. Let's just see what she has.
Okay,
Really. I
sounds
mean,
good, Judge.
What's the harm? I mean, we're here anyways. It's 1 o'clock.
Hello?
Ms. DeVita?
Yes, sir.
Hey, this is Judge Fleischer.
Yes, sir. Did you get the paperwork?
We did.
Okay.
And the deal is this, is that it looks as if that they had charged him with a conspiracy case in North Carolina.
Okay, yes, sir.
That case was dismissed from what they're telling me. Let me see.
This is what Mr. Vita sent. It has both their cases. 704 is North Carolina. The room number is for the North Carolina setting. So 82 and 814 are what were both in plain North Carolina until 82 got dismissed. So the only thing in play is 814.
The case from 8-2, according to the defense lawyer here, Ricardo, that case was dismissed. So
Okay.
you no longer have to worry about it.
Thank you.
The only case that's in play now is the Virginia case where Mr. Robinson has to make it up to Virginia by 8/14.
Okay, that won't be a problem.
Hold on a second.
He needs to show proof in North Carolina that he's handled Virginia by 8/14, but there really is no setting in Virginia yet. So ideally, he's gonna go touch base with this sheriff or detective and let him know, hey,
Well, he has to go turn himself in. That's bottom line,
yeah,
right?
in Virginia,
So-
yes.
What has to happen is he has to go turn himself in to Virginia by 8/14.
Show proof in North Carolina.
He has to show proof to us here in Harris County and to North Carolina. If he does that and proof is shown, both of those cases, the fugitive cases out of North Carolina and here in Houston, will be dismissed.
Okay,
Do you understand?
yes, sir.
I am going to set bond at the same amount as the other one. It's the only way that he's going to get it.
Here's the thing though, Judge, my understanding is they didn't have to post 100% bond in North Carolina for some reason. I think it works differently out there. If you could inquire as to how much was actually posted, I don't think the full.
How much did you post of the $20,000 bond in North Carolina?
5,000.
That's too low for me. I'm not doing fine.
Blood in the game. That phrase sums up the court's bond philosophy perfectly. Since the defendant already proved he can't be trusted by failing to go to Virginia, the judge sets the new Harris County bond at $10,000 cash, requiring the full amount up front, no 10% bail bondsman. Legal insight. This cash bond requirement drastically increases the personal risk for the mother, forcing the defendant to take the court order seriously.
5,000.
Okay.
I'm telling you that now because I number one, I don't trust Mr. Robinson, and I need to know that there's enough blood in the game that he's going to actually make it.
We got another one that I just bonded him out on the 75,000 one. I signed paperwork of that one as well.
What case is that one?
That's for the Virginia. His attorney has the $75,000 bond and the 20,000 I sent him yesterday.
If he posted that $75,000 bond, then this case should go bye-bye.
So Judge, that's not for Virginia. She posted.
We had the lawyer has both
North
of those
Carolina.
bonds, 5,000 and 50,000.
Let me see.
So both of those cases are here.
Because I have to show him that I posted both bonds. for North Carolina.
Both of you are speaking. I can't hear it. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay. Tell me what you were going to say, ma'am, please.
I signed both paperwork for both bonds, the 75,000 and the 20,000 to his attorney yesterday by via text.
Or not to post it to get out of North Carolina.
Judge, my client is telling, and I don't have access to Virginia, but he's saying that they did post a bond in Virginia?
That's how I got out of North Carolina.
If you posted bond out of that jurisdiction, then our case should go away. But we need, but we need proof of that.
I brought the paperwork to the precinct. They told me I had to talk to the attorney.
If you,
She has the paperwork.
She sent me the paperwork, but that paperwork.
look at this, hey, come here, look at this, Jay.
Out of North Carolina.
Look at this last page.
We call it bond shells, people Greens Point bills.
So he is out on 2 bonds as of now.
So,
Greens Point.
No, that last page, Dave, says that he posted a 75,000, but, and I don't know where that paperwork is from.
Judge, this is interesting what my client's telling me. Tell me what you just told me.
They dropped the warrant when I posted my bond in North Carolina. Virginia dropped the warrant, and I had to post that bond to get out of North Carolina because they was holding me.
That's what we need, but Dane needs to be able to verify that. If he can verify that you posted bond in Virginia, then this thing goes away.
I posted bond from Greens Point Bell's bond. I think they should have the paperwork.
I don't understand. This is still talking about the North Carolina, though. Were you trying, was this?
Does that not say that bond was posted in Virginia? Why would you come to Houston in the first place?
Because they told me he didn't have to appear into Virginia
That's what I
until
was thinking too.
August.
Why go immediately when they give you a couple weeks, right? Why would you go turn yourself in? I wouldn't. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They told me we had all the way until the 14th to be back in Virginia.
Day, who wants to go early? Right?
And this is Merkenberg.
Do you want to see if,
I ended up having to post another bond because they wouldn't release him on the first one. That's how we even signed it. I didn't even know anything about Virginia until I posted the first bond. I had to remake an additional bond for the $75,000 bond for out of Virginia, so he can be released.
I don't want to just set a bond now. You put up $20,000 for nothing.
Ma'am, just so we don't go in circles, what I will do is I will call Virginia after docket today. And I will make sure to get something in writing from both the court and the sheriff's office there that they have not released the whole. But, and I say the second part because I cannot give out legal advice, is if and when your son returns to Virginia, is you need to go out of your way to contact North Carolina. Because bonding companies, they make a living and they're not gonna go out of their way to return your money. So you need to contact all the places that you posted a bond for, and you need to be able to file the paperwork, okay?
Dang, Day, you're so nice.
Okay, well, I'll just wait and see what tomorrow.
So we're gonna roll this to tomorrow then?
Okay, yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's regroup tomorrow. We'll see. You know, the idea is that your mom's posting all this money for you, man. So number one, I hope you appreciate it. Number two, we're going to roll it to make sure that she doesn't have to pony up a ton of more money, you know, because it's a lot of money. And, you know, I don't know if she's rich or not, but a lot of people just don't want to give up 20 grand just for, you know.
An astronomical small chance that Virginia actually did release the hold in the last 48 some odd hours. And obviously this is all for moot and I'll dismiss the case today. So I'll find out after that.
Okay,
Sounds good.
all right.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks for staying. Thanks for being
Thank you,
patient,
Amy.
guys.
Appreciate it. As they're bringing my client out, we're reapproaching on Mr. Trinald Robinson from yesterday. So Dave was gonna do some homework and I think he completed the task.
I did. I called Virginia, who confirmed that that warrant is still active and it wouldn't have been possible for him to make a bond because legally he can't make a bond until he comes to court. So the bonds that his mother was talking about had to have been in North Carolina, and the two numbers she gave, the 20,000 and 75,000, were for the previously dismissed conspiracy charge and then the second fugitive bond, which would.
Homework confirmed. The state has verified the mother's confusion. The bonds she paid were for the 2 North Carolina charges, the dismissed conspiracy and the fugitive bond for Virginia's warrant, not the actual Virginia case. Transition. This is why the judge can't just let him walk free. He is still technically a wanted person who has never actually answered the charge in Virginia.
Woodford tract, but they can.
Just the North Carolina bond that he made.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
I would agree with that assessment. Everything that's been posted is from North Carolina. The 20 and the 75, if we're mixing up which one goes to which, those still deal with North Carolina, not the Virginia.
So where do we go from here?
So just with that, I mean, with previously, with the previous conversation of him coming out and then picking up the extra charges, I'd still be wary of, well, so I still wouldn't agree, but I understand the court wants to set a bond. And the other part of the conversation we really didn't get to is the feasibility of his mother being able to pay any sort of bond. But I mean, everything I'm gonna ask for is gonna be at least 5 digits just because of.
And I wouldn't do anything less, just to be honest with you.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
so,
because I want to make sure that he gets there. And I'm not going to give you 2 weeks. You got to go now.
but just with the nature of it with, at this point, at least he's been returned. Restriction given by the court, I wouldn't agree, but I wouldn't be opposed to a $10,000 bond. So, at least.
I was thinking about that yesterday.
And so, again, also, obviously, that's predicated on the fact that the mom can actually pay the bond. But if not, then he's just losing time if he withdraws his waiver, so.
And so I am going to advise my client as to how it can't go both ways if he withdraws the time frame and he has the bond.
Has he waived already?
No. Well, he's waived. He
He's
started
waived.
the clock.
Right.
He hasn't
He's
pulled.
waived.
Did he waive?
He waived to third, hold on, I mean,
26, I want to say.
you might be right, hold on.
It's been a week.
Yeah, he's been, and so it's close. And so that's something we need to talk about to see if,
If
you know,
it's just gonna be another week and a half versus.
versus
right,
doing all
an
this and
extra
putting up money and.
$10,000.
So here's the deal. If you want to bond out, I will set your bond at $10,000, right? Here in Harris County, there's no 10%, there's no 20% on these types of bonds. You pay it all up front. And if you fail to go within the prescribed time that we set, I will revoke it, set it at 0. And I'm going to tell you now, Mr. Robinson, you will not get another one from us. So if you ever pick up another charge from another state and you try to make it over here and try to play games like that, you will sit in custody until the other jurisdiction comes and gets you. Do you understand? I don't play this game twice. It's yes or no. Do you understand? Okay.
What would your time frame be, Judge, for him to turn himself into?
I would at least a week. I got to give, you know.
Wait, for here to Virginia?
Yeah.
It's a 21 some odd hour drive and obviously, you know.
I'm Day. I got to give at least some time. You know, I'm not going to do the 2 weeks because he already had a bunch of time over there, and then he's coming over here. So, but I'll at least a week.
1 week from today.
So that's the problem is, you know, if typically we give the other jurisdiction 14 days to come get you, which would be a week from today. If they didn't come get you within the week, we release you here, right? And then you still have the time within the 14 up until August 14th to go turn yourself in. Whereas if your mom posts all that money now to get you out a week earlier, you're still going to have to make it up by the week.
Judge, if I could just confirm, what was his waiver date?
26, you're right.
26, and what's his reset date as of now?
August 9th, if he withdraws his waiver today.
If he withdraws.
Because if his mom can't pay the bond, because we still haven't answered the question whether his mom can't pay the.
Let's assume that he keeps the waiver. What was-
She's ponied up all that money now, Dave. There's, of course,
If he keeps his waiver, then it's
Yeah.
going to be the 12th.
12th, August 12th. Okay, I'll
It's a
talk to my
wraparound weekend.
client about that. I'll talk to my client, see if.
just let us know. And, you know, I would call mom as well. Do you need mom's number? You got
Have
it?
a real conversation.
And then let me know.
Yeah, definitely. Okay,
Judge.
Okay.
thank you, Judge.
All right.
Judge Trinald Robinson.
Oh, that's right.
Spoke with Trinald, communicated with his mother. They're saying they're gonna make the bond. So can we?
Yes,
remove
absolutely.
The,
Once they do it up, that's fine.
yeah.
But like I said,
Can we admonish him?
okay.
Just admonish him on, so he's clear on everything.
Do you want me to bring mom on the phone to let her know that she has a week to get him there?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Jeez, the
You do it when he gets out here. I'll call her again. I got it right here. I wrote it down.
Okay, yeah.
What's,
So she's. certain about the obligations that are going on. And make
Okay.
sure y'all meet those obligations.
Hello,
Is this Ms. Davila?
What's going
this
on?
is she. How you doing?
Hi, this is Judge Fleischer in Court 5.
How you doing, Judge?
Pretty good. So I'm sitting here with your son now.
Okay.
You want me to set a bond, is that correct?
You say you want, say it again, sir? I'm sorry.
You would like me to set a bond for you, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will, excuse me, I'm going to set the bond at $10,000.
Okay, thank you so much.
I want you to understand that we are giving you a week to get your son to turn himself in to Virginia.
Okay,
If he fails to turn himself in, then I'm going to revoke the bond. I will set it at 0. You're going to lose all that money. So please be careful and make sure that he gets there on time. Don't dilly-dally. If he gets arrested in another jurisdiction somehow for some reason, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to revoke the bond.
okay,
So you need to be very careful. Grab a hold of your son because you have a lot of money in play.
okay. Thank you very much, sir.
The do not fly order. This is a critical warning. While the defendant is free on bond, the active warrant means any government check, like airport security, TSA, or a simple traffic stop, will trigger his arrest. The judge is emphasizing that the entire country is now a risk. Question for the audience. If you were the mother, would you risk driving 21 hours straight, or would you hire a private transport service to ensure he arrives safely?
The other thing I'm going to advise you is do not get on a plane.
Yes, sir.
If you go anywhere where they're going to ask for his identification, they're going to put him in jail because this warrant for Virginia is still out there and it's still active.
Okay, thank you so much.
Do you have any questions?
No, sir. I'm just gonna go ahead and post the bond now.
Do you have any questions?
When is his deadline to show the court proof that he's turned himself into Virginia? When is the reset date? When is the deadline?
Today is the 2nd, so it will be by the 9th.
Date on 9th?
Oh, you want me to put it for the 12th then?
I didn't know how you had it, because I can verify the morning of, because if he's there, it's gonna be
No,
wrong.
no, no. You verify on the 9th. He's supposed to be in. We're giving him a week.
So I'll reset to the 9th and then
You know,
I'll.
ma'am,
Let's.
bless you.
Yes, sir.
The only other thing I'm going to advise you is do not wait until 2 days before to try to make it up there. I don't care. I don't care what happens. You know, Murphy's Law, if, you know, something for some reason gets in your way that you can't take him up there, it does not matter. So I would the day he gets out, the next day I would head on up to Virginia.
Okay. Yes, sir.
August 9th is his deadline.
August 9th is the deadline. Yeah.
That's his reset date here in the court, and I need to present by that
If
day.
I don't get a tell-type by the 9th, then I'll call Virginia Sheriff's Office that morning.
Okay, August.
Yeah.
9th. Got it. Understood, Judge. I think
Okay.
we're all on board. Thank you.
Good luck, Mr. Robinson.
Thank you, Judge. Okay.